Okay, discotheque again. Okay. So, since we're going to use all the props today, start with the bolster. So take the bolster, put the bolster on the back of the mat. Take also the folded blanket and use the folded blanket as a sort of pillow for your occiput, so for the back of the head. Stop blinking. Camera, work. Okay, now take the two blocks, sit in front of the bolster, take a bit of space between the bolster and the buttocks, put your feet in Baddha Konasana, and put your blocks just outside of your thighs, just outside of your legs. Tilt your hip backward and lay down over the bolster. So the idea is to have the edge of the bolster supporting the lower part of your rib cage and the lumbar spine free to relax. Same thing for the occiput. So the occiput is just over the folded blanket and the neck is free to relax. Slide the shoulder blades over the waist, pull the back of the head away from the shoulders, close your eyes, and allow your body to soften. Relax your forehead, your eyebrows, and the skin between the eyebrows. Relax your eyes, and let them sink deeper into the skull. Relax the skin of your face. Unclench your jaw and let your lips open slightly. Relax your throat, your neck and shoulders, arms, forearms and hands. Relax your back, the muscles of your back and your spine, vertebra to vertebra. Relax your belly and the wall abdominal area. Relax your hips, your groins, relax your legs, knees, ankles and feet. Bring your attention into a breathing cycle and observe every aspect of your breath. Which part of your body moves the most? Chest or belly? If both moves, which one moves first? Observe without changing anything. Observe simply to know yourself. Observe the length of your breathing cycle. Inhalation and exhalation have the same length, or one of them is naturally longer. Observe the small pauses between inhalation and exhalation, and between exhalation and inhalation. Small moments where everything stops, even your breath. Become aware of the 4 phases of your breathing cycle. Inhalation, pause, exhalation, pause, and there too, observe. Is one of the 2 pauses longer? Observe also that your throat remain relaxed and open even during the pauses. 3 more observing breaths. At the end of the 3rd, take control and create a long, slow, and steady breath. Observe your body expanding with every inhalation and becoming more compact with every exhalation. Observe the rib cage becoming wider with every inhalation. Observe the ribs moving closer together with every exhalation. Long, slow, steady breath. Observe the effect of the bolster on your chest. And create a breathing cycle starting on the belly. So the belly moves first and then rise up through the chest, expanding the chest. Exhale freely, but just observing which part of your body moves first when you exhale. Inhale, belly, chest. Exhale freely. 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 Now, put your arms in cactus pose. So with the elbows aligned with the shoulders and the forearm parallel to each other and parallel to the ground. Observe the stretch on the front of the shoulders. Inhale, belly, chest. Exhale freely. Inhale, belly, chest. Exhale freely. Inhale, belly, chest. Exhale freely. Exhale, belly, chest. Exhale freely one more time. Inhale, belly, chest. Exhale freely. Bring the arms up to the sky. Palm parallel, palm of the hands against each other. Arms parallel to each other. Bring the arms back into the shoulder socket. So push your arms back and down. And keeping those movement in place. Allow the arms to go down toward the ground behind your head. Keep the movement in place. So keep on pushing the arm back into the shoulder sockets. Pushing the arms back and down. Go to your maximum and stay there. 5 breaths. Belly, chest. Exhale freely. Inhale, belly, chest. Exhale freely. Inhale, belly, chest. Exhale freely. Inhale, belly, chest. Exhale freely, one more time. Inhale, belly, chest. Exhale freely. Bring your arms in cactus pose again. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Relax your arms with the palm of the hand facing the sky, arms next to the hips. Stay there, 3 breaths. The end of the third breath, really slowly. Move away the block on your left side. Bring the two legs together and roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a brief moment. For pushing with the left hand to sit up. Okay, now put the bolster on the front of the mat. Knees to the side. Tilt your hip forward. Put your forearm over the bolster. Push your arms back into the shoulder socket and the chest down to the ground. Head down to the ground. Keep the arms active till the very tip of your fingers. Stay there just for 3 breaths. At the end of the third breath, come back up. Now, since you have the bolster quite low held there, take also the blocks. Put the blocks under the bolster and do exactly the same. So put your forearms over the bolster. Keep your arms active till the very tip of your fingers. Bring the arms back into the shoulder socket. Push your chest down and allow the head to go down. Stay there, 3 breaths. At the end of the third, come back up. Move the bolster away. Take the 2 blocks. Put the 2 blocks on the high side, on the third position. Okay. Now, put your forearm over the blocks. And again, push your arms back into the shoulder socket. So actually, the shoulder blades move toward the waist, but the sternum move forward. Keeping those 2 movements in place, allow the chest to move down toward the ground. Allow the head to move down toward the ground. You can touch or not, this is not important. Keep the arms active till the very tip of your fingers. Keep on pushing the chest, well, actually the sternum forward and the shoulder blades back. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, come back up. Now, take just the right block and grab it with the left hand, just to be stable. Put your elbow, right elbow, over the block. Okay. Now, move the hand toward the outside of the shoulder. And keeping this movement in place, push the armpit down and the head down. I want you to stretch the area around your armpit. So it's the movement of the armpit down that will lengthen the back of the arm and part of the side muscles of your chest. Back up and change side. So grab with the right hand the block, with the elbow, left elbow over the block. Put your hands as much as you can on the outside of your shoulder and start pushing the armpit down. Stay there. And gently release. Okay. Put your hands down on the ground. Create circles with your hips and lumbar spine, just to soften the spine. Turn also on the other side. Okay, now walk forward with your hands and lower your chest as much as you can in between the legs. Head down. Now start walking with both hands toward the right side, still keeping the chest in between the legs. Feel the stretch on the left side of your chest. When you reach your maximum, block the left hand and move the right hand closer to the right knee and start pushing gently with both hand and knee against the ground to push the chest a little bit more toward the left side in order to deepen the stretch of the muscles from the armpit to the hip. To deepen even more the stretch, you can breathe deeply on your chest. The last moments. Come back to center. Observe the difference between left and right. Still keeping the chest as much as you can close to the ground. Walk with both hands toward the left. When you reach your maximum, block the right hand down, move the left hand closer to the left knee, and start pushing gently with both leg and hand against the ground to push the chest to the right and deepen the stretch from the armpit to the hip. To deepen even more, breathe deeply on your chest, expanding the chest with every breath. Last moments. And gently come back to center. Walk back with your hands. Walk back. Okay. And again, create circles with hips, lumbar spine, and the whole spine actually, but really gently. Don't go to your maximum, just soften your spine. Over also on the other side. Okay, now take the bolster and sit over the bolster. Like we did before, since you have the bolster quite low, you can also put the blocks under the bolster to have a bit of stability, a bit of, a little bit more comfort. So sit just over the bolster and take a belt. Sit over the bolster in Virasana. Okay. Well, I love to sit just like that, but you can, so in between the legs, yes. And in that case, I would suggest you to put also the blocks under, so you will be a little bit more supported. It's supposed to be comfortable. Is it comfortable? Good. Lovely. So take the bolster, take the belt, put the belt right over the right shoulder. Now, straighten your arms to the side and roll the left arm inward. Bend your elbow and lift your hand in between the shoulder blades. Take the belt. Now, move the right hand right in front of you and roll it outward to have the palm of the hand facing the sky. Now, from this position, push your arm back into the shoulder socket and shoulder down. Keep the two movement in place. Start pushing the thumb down and the small finger up. So actually, you're still rolling the arm outward, but keeping the arm back into the shoulder socket. So 3 movement in place, really slowly. Start lifting your hand. Keep on rolling the arms outward, the arm outward. Keep on pushing the arm back into the shoulder socket. When you reach your maximum, bend your elbow and grab either the hand or the belt, whichever is fine. Once that you have a grip, roll the right upper arm inward, like that. So actually, the elbow have to move closer to the head, but move the shoulder down. Okay. Belly in. And now use either the belt or the hand or the left hand to pull your right hand down. So actually, you're moving also the elbow. Back. 3 breaths. Belly in. Soften your face. And release. On the other side, so move the belt on the left shoulder. Even if you didn't need it on the right side, move the belt anyway, because we always have a bit of difference between left and right. And also, every day it can be different. So just take it. Move it there. If you're gonna use it, it's there. If you're not gonna use it, it's not a problem. So straighten your arms. Roll the right arm inward now. Bend your elbow and lift the hand in between the shoulder blades as much as you can. Grab the belt. Move the left hand in front of you. Roll it outward. Palm of the hand facing the sky. Move the arm back into the shoulder socket and down. Keep the 2 movement in place and start pushing the thumb down and the small finger up. Keeping those 3 movement in place, lift the arm. And when you reach your maximum, bend your elbow and grab either the belt or the hand. Now, roll the left arm, upper arm inward and move the shoulder down. Now, use either the belt or the hand to pull the elbow back. 3 breaths, belly in. At the end of the 3rd breath, release. Now, straighten your arms to the side and cross your right arm over the left arm. Grab your shoulder and walk with both hands toward the edge of the shoulder. And now keep on walking with your hands toward the spine. When you reach your maximum, lower your shoulders so the hands can move back a bit. It's not a problem. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, shoulders down. Now, lift your left forearm vertical and push with the forearm against the right arm. Straighten the right arm and lower your shoulder. Okay. Now, bend your right elbow and cross the two forearms to create a sort of a knot. Shoulders down. Keep on pushing the shoulders down. Now, push the right arm down and the left arm up. So one arm against the other. But listen to the messages of your body. So the idea is not to just push, but observe what this pushing creates. Move the two forearm a little bit forward and observe what this small change creates in your body. Stay there, shoulders down, relax your face and clench your jaw. And release. Cross your left arm over the right one. Grab the shoulders, walk toward the edge of the shoulders, and then walk with your hands toward the spine. Now lower your shoulders, belly in. Lift your right forearm and push with the right forearm against the left arm. Straighten your left arm and move the shoulder down. Now bend your left elbow and cross the two forearm to create a knot. Start pushing with your right arm up and left arm down, and observe what this movement creates on your shoulders. Become conscious of every small movement. From this position, still keeping the shoulders down, move the two forearm gently forward and observe again what this movement creates in your body. 3 breaths. And release. Okay, now, still seated on the bolster, straighten your legs, but in a really gentle way. So, observing where you can feel the hamstring starting to stretch. And where you feel this stretch on the hamstring, stay there, don't move. Keep it light, keep it easy. Now, still keeping it easy, keeping it soft. Try and tilt your hip forward and observe how this change, the stretch. So just a few millimeters maybe. It's not important. I want you to become more conscious about everything. The idea is not just to lean forward and not touch your toes. You can do it, but it's not that the aim. I want you to listen to your body. Explore your body. Now, activate your quadriceps and observe what can change in your body. and really gently come back up. Now, take the chair. You start using the chair now. So, the chair toward the front of your mat. Take the belt and create a loop roughly of the same size of your shoulder joints. So not the outside shoulder, but the shoulder joints, roughly. Because I want you to put both arms inside this loop, and the two arms have to be roughly parallel to each other. Now, for this position, take one block and put the block in between your wrists. If you have really wide shoulders, it's not my case, but I'm going to show you. So if you have really wide shoulders, you may need to use two blocks, either in this position or in this position. The idea is to have something stable and stiff in between your wrists, in order to have the wrist in place and the forearm parallel to each other. If we don't have that, as soon as we start working on the shoulders, your arms, your hands will move close to each other. So there will be a rotation of the shoulders. So you won't work in this specific way. So once that you have the belt and block, put the elbows toward the edge of the chair. Have to be stable. So not just on the edge, just inside of the chair. And now, keeping the forearm vertical, walk back with your knees. Allow the head to move down toward the ground, belly in, to focus on the opening on the upper part of your spine, on the shoulders, and on the armpit. Stay there. 5 breaths. Relax your face, unclench your jaw. Now really slowly, move the block toward the shoulders, so bend your elbows. If you need to, you can walk a little bit forward with your elbows toward the chair, middle of the chair, to be more stable. Push the armpit down, push the belt and the blocks toward the shoulders. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, really slowly, walk forward with your knees, lift your chest, and release blocks and belt. Just release it. Okay. Now, still using the chair, grab, since you have the yoga chair, grab the this part of the chair, the now has called. Walk back with your knees, and now start pushing your chest down. Still activating the arms active, and back into the shoulder socket. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, come back up. Now, put your arms over the chair. Put your forehead on the chair. If you have long arms, you should put the 2 arms closer. If you have short arms like mine, you can put it on the outer side of the chair. Walk back with your knees and push the chest forward and shoulder blades down. 3 breaths. At the end of the third breath, lift your head, look forward. 3 breaths. And at the end of the third, really slowly come back up. Create small circles with your shoulders, both on one side and on the other side. Okay. Now, sit in Dandasana, just under your chair. Now, it depends which model of yoga chair you have. You may have, like this, a bar. If you have the bar, you can use the bar to help keep the feet flex. Yes, you do have the bar. That's good. Grab the chair, lift the sternum, and pull the chair towards you in order to stretch your calf muscles. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Tilt your head forward, but always listen into the messages of your body. So if it does stretch a little bit too much, soften. This is not a challenge. I want you to listen to the messages of your body and act accordingly. Keep the shoulders down, relax your face. Now, just for 3 breaths, activate your thighs, like you want to push the thighs down. 3 breaths, and observe how the movements and the muscles changes in your body. At the end of the third, release. Now, it depends on your flexibility and on your chair. The idea is to put your forehead over the chair, relaxing as much as you can your body. So if it's a little bit too far away, even if you're going to lose the help with the feet, you can just move the chair closer. Otherwise, you can use a bolster And just put your forehead over the bolster. That way you can also deepen the stretch in case you feel like it. Stay there for 5 breaths. Relax your arms. Relax your legs. Relax your belly, your spine. And really gently come back up. Grab the chair again. And now I want you to move the shoulders back. Like you want to arch your spine. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Yes, the legs are gonna work again. 3 breaths. And release. Okay, now move all the props away. And enter Tadasana. Okay, big toes touching, heels gently apart. Belly in, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Push with the feet against the ground to grow taller. All the central parts of your body move up to the sky. The lateral one move down toward the ground, like you want to touch the ground. Push also gently the occiput, the back of the head, away from the shoulders to lengthen the cervical spine. Stay there. And release. Widen your legs. Roll the right leg outward. Left leg inward. Prepare for Trikonasana. So, to prepare for Trikonasana in a slightly different way, I want you to focus on the legs. So, to protect the leg, and especially the knee, activate your quadriceps. When you activate the quadriceps, the knee will be safer. Now, push with your big toe down, right big toe down, but roll the leg gently outward, just to keep the leg aligned. Because often, if you just push with your big toe down, the leg will roll inward, so the knee won't be aligned. But as if you bend your knee, you will see that the knee will drop inward. So to counteract that, push with a big toe down to give stability, but roll the leg outward to give alignment. Now, we're going to add another small movement to work on the hamstring in a different way. So, from this position, imagine with your thigh active, imagine that you want to bend your knee, but on the same way, straighten your leg. So you will feel that both muscles are active. Keep it there. Keep it active. Now, tilt your hip to the right, but always listening to the stretch of your right hamstring. Now, since we worked on the right leg, that we also have on the left one. Roll the left leg outward and observe that doing so, you're kind of opening, spreading your hips. So moving your chest down. Put your right arm inside of your right leg to help you twist the chest. Now straighten your arm up. Left arm up. Sternum lifted. To move the two shoulders gently back. Keep on pushing with your right big toe down. Roll the right thigh outward. Activate both thigh and hamstring. And really gently come back up. Yeah, it's a completely different way of activating the legs. I know. On the other side. So now, exactly the same thing. So activate your left thigh. Big toe down. Roll the left leg outward. Activate both thigh and hamstring, like you want to bend and straighten the leg. Roll the left leg outward and tilt your hip to the left. Observe your body. Slowly lower your chest and straighten your arm. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. 3 breaths. Keep the movement in place. Keep the techniques in place. And gently come back up. Tadasana again. Lean on the left leg. Find the dristi. Lift the right leg over the right leg to the side and put your right feet in contact with the left leg. Keep the left knee gently bent. And roll the 2 thighs outward and observe how the hips tilt backward. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Roll the arms outward and really gently lift the arms up. Keep the shoulders down. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd, go down. Lean on the right leg, lift the left one. Open the left leg to the side, put your left feet in contact with the right leg. Keep the right leg active. So gently bend, belly in, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Roll the arms outward, roll the thighs outward, help you tilt your hip backward. Lift the arm up. 3 breaths. The end of the 3rd breath. Lower your arms and leg. And now we are approaching Shavasana. But we're going to use also the chair again. So lay down. With the hip really close to the chair. Put your arms in cactus pose. Now put your feet toward the edge of the chair. Push the back of the head away from the shoulders. Now I want you to activate your legs to lift your hips. The upper side of the shoulder blades are still on the ground, so you're not just on the shoulders. And lower your hips again. But yeah, the legs aren't working. I know. I'm gonna do it 2 more times. So inhale. And with the exhalation, push with the feet against the chair to lift your hips. Stay there. And lower your hips. One more time, inhale. And with the exhalation, lift your hips. Lower your hips. Straighten your legs up to the spine. Feel the stretch on your hamstring that you just activate. Push your sacrum down to the ground. Stay there. And now, put your calf muscles over the chair and enter Shavasana. Find a position where you feel completely comfortable. If you don't feel comfortable with the chair, just move the chair away. Find your favorite version of Shavasana. And allow your body to soften. At the end of Shavasana, I'm going to chant the mantra. And at the end of the mantra, I'm going to guide you out of the pose. Till that moment, just relax. Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Slowly, start moving your toes and fingers. Bring back the awareness into your body. Inhale deeply and exhale fully with your mouth. Release all tensions. One more time. Bring the knees to the chest. Gently roll right and left. And then roll to the left. Stay on the left side for a brief moment before pushing with the left hand to sit up comfortably for the chant of 3 Om. You can also sit over the bolster if you want to, since you have it. Find a comfortable position with a spine straight yet relaxed. Put your hands in Anna Mudra, Chin Mudra. Thumb and index finger together, palm of the hand either facing the sky or the ground, whichever is more comfortable for you. Close your eyes and soften your face. Relax your shoulders, relax your arms. Find a soft version of the seated position. Softer. Inhale deeply. And again, relax your face, your throat, your belly, shoulders. Put your hands in prayer position in front of the chest. Open your eyes. Namaste.